Eating curd is one of the healthiest foods that one can eat. What if I told you that you might be eating it completely wrong? I'm Dr. Yoganand Reddy. I'm a UK trained medical gastroenterologist. In my gastroenterology practice, I see patients every day who are messing up their digestion, their immunity, even their skin because of these simple mistakes they make whenever they are eating curd or yogurt. The fourth one is something that a lot of people do that can really mess up their digestion. Many of my patients ask me what's the best time to have curd or yogurt. In this video, I will go through the common mistakes which I see in my practice that people are making, especially when they're having curd. Firstly, eating at night. As the night begins, our metabolism, the movement of the gut, what we call as the motility, gut motility, it starts slowing down. So for some people, especially for those who are suffering from sinus problem, repeated nasal congestion, asthma, those who are prone for having cough at night, and for people with acidity, having curd at night might not be a good idea because it can increase the mucus, increase the bloating. So the best time for these people is have it in the lunchtime. Of course, curd is very important. We need to ensure that you're getting it on a daily diet that supports the gut's good bacteria and also our overall digestion. The second mistake which people make is having curd on an empty stomach. So first thing in the morning, curd or yogurt should not be eaten on an empty stomach. The gastric acid and the bile juice that is sitting in the stomach overnight can actually disturb the good bacteria in the curd. So pair it with food, whether it is rice, whether you have oats or with fruit or paratha, whatever you might be having for breakfast. So it buffers that stomach acid and helps the good bacteria in the curd to survive. Third mistake people make is just because it is healthy, you just can't mix it with everything and eat. So try not to have it with fish or meat that is heavy because it can cause indigestion, bloated feeling, and also avoid it with certain fruits, citric ones like orange, lemon, kiwi, pineapple directly because they are acidic in nature and you might start to feel very bloated and gassy. Try not to have coffee or tea straight after you have eaten yogurt or curd for the same reason. The fourth mistake, which is one of the common ones I see, is people adding either too much salt to make it tasty or adding sugar. So what you're doing by adding salt and sugar is that you're turning a healthy food into an unhealthy processed type of food. Excess of salt, if you start getting used to it, you'll start to get water retention in the body. It is also a risk factor for developing high blood pressure. And also, if you keep having sugar in your yogurt or curd, then sugar starts to feed naturally the bad bacteria in the gut. So try and have plain unsweetened curd. If you really want to have a bit of sweetness in your curd, couple of drops of honey or mix it with some fresh fruit. So that can give you that natural sweetness and keep it simple and plain. The fifth mistake is now the market is flooded with all these kind of probiotic yogurts, various flavored curds, flavored yogurts. Remember, there is no such thing as a probiotic food that is sweet. So don't fall for all this trap of all these drinks which has been promoted, the probiotics which taste nice and sweet. These are flavored ones that are loaded with preservatives, various food stabilizers, added sugars. So use homemade yogurt or curd or plain curd instead, which will get you the probiotic benefit what you need. The sixth mistake people make is keeping the curd which they bought 1-2 weeks ago and sometimes leaving it outside. Once they get it out of the fridge, they sometimes forget to put it back straight in. So reusing the old one or storing it for too long starts to alter the bacteria in it, and it also turns it into acidic. So if it is smelling sour or if it tastes different, it is probably over fermented. For people, especially those with gastritis, acidity, reflux, avoid such curd. If you're taking the curd packet or the tub outside of the fridge, the moment you have used it, put the lid back, put it back straight in the fridge. Don't let it stay for too long. The last one is curd or yogurt, it's not for everyone. We are increasingly seeing a lot of people nowadays with genuine lactose intolerance. So we can do a breath test to confirm if they are suffering with lactose intolerance. So the moment they have any dairy product, such people, they start to get a lot of bloating, gas, abdominal pain. Sometimes they're rushing to the toilet because of diarrhea. So if they have genuine lactose intolerance confirmed by the breath testing, then you need to obviously try some kind of lactose-free curd, or sometimes even diluted version buttermilk instead of having curd. So not everyone's gut tolerates curd or yogurt the same way as another person. You have to listen to your body. So having a cup of curd yogurt should be enjoyable. It should make you feel lighter. It should make you feel better, not making you feeling bloated, gassy. So here is the quick summary. Eat curd in the daytime rather than at night. Don't have it on an empty stomach, and try and avoid mixing it with citric fruits. Don't add salt or sugar onto it, and certainly don't take any flavored sweetened curds. Don't eat anything that is left out for too long, especially if it is tasting sour. If you're still experiencing gas, bloating, and if you're unable to tolerate any kind of dairy products, you need to speak to the gastroenterologist, because there is a simple breath test, lactose intolerance test, which we can confirm. If you have found this video helpful, please subscribe to this educational channel for more science-based digestive health videos. Thank you.